An 18-year-old Italian girl tells her mom that she has missed her period for 2 months. Very worried, the mother goes to the drugstore and buys a pregnancy kit. The test result shows that the girl is pregnant. Shouting, cursing, and crying, the mother says, "Who was the pig that did this to you? I want to know." The girl picks up the phone and makes a call. Half an hour later, a Ferrari stops in front of their house. A mature man with gray hair and elegantly dressed in an Armani suit enters the house. He sits in the living room with the father, mother, and girl and tells them, "Good morning. Your daughter has informed me of the problem. I can't marry her because of my personal family situation, but I'll take charge. I will pay all costs and provide for your daughter for the rest of her life. Additionally, if a girl is born, I will give her a Ferrari, 2 retail stores, a townhouse, a beachfront villa, and a $2 million bank account. If a boy is born, my legacy will be a couple of factories and a $4 million bank account. If twins, they will receive a factory, and in shadow, as you suggest. If there is a miscarriage, at this point, the father, who had remained silent, places a hand firmly on the man's shoulder and tells him, "You fecker again! Subscribe!" One day, Billy's teacher asked him, "I heard your mom had a baby. What did she have?" Billy paused for a moment and confidently said, "I think she had a bicycle." "Billy, you know that your mom didn't have a bicycle. What did she have?" "Maybe it was a tricycle." "Billy, don't lie to me. I'm taking you to the principal's office." The teacher escorted Billy to the principal's office and explained what happened. The principal looked sternly at Billy and said, "Stop lying, Billy. You know your mom didn't have a bicycle or a tricycle. What did your mother have?" Billy looked up and shouted, "Well, maybe she had a go-kart." The frustrated principal said, "That's it. I'm calling your mother right now." Soon, Billy's mother arrived. It seems that Billy has decided to start telling lies. His teacher asked him what you recently had, and he said a bicycle, then a tricycle, then a go-kart. Billy's mother teared up and then said, "No. Sadly, I had a miscarriage." Billy sat up straight and said, "I knew that damn thing had wheels."
Nice.
Little Tommy is walking with his mom. He asked, "Mom, can we go to Disneyland?" His mom said, "Only if you can spell Disneyland." Little Tommy thinks and says, "Dizkneeland. Nice try, but wrong." Little Tommy cried. The next day, he asks his mom, "Can we go to the arcade?" His mom says, "Only if you can spell arcade." Little Tommy thinks and says, "Erkad." His mom says, "Nice try, but wrong." Little Tommy becomes more mad. The next day, he asks him, "Mom, can we go to McDonald's?" His mom replies, "Only if you can spell McDonald's." Little Tommy sighs, "Mikbonalds." His mom shakes her head wrong again. Little Tommy is angry now. He doesn't understand why he is always wrong. The next day, with a huge smile, he goes to his mom, "Can we go to KFC?" Our teacher asked what my favorite animal was, and I said fried chicken. She said I wasn't funny, but she couldn't have been right because everyone else laughed. My parents told me to always tell the truth. I did. Fried chicken is my favorite animal. I told my dad what happened, and he said my teacher was probably a member of PETA. He said they love animals very much. I do too, especially chicken, pork, and beef. Anyway, my teacher sent me to the principal's office. I told him what happened, and he laughed too. Then he told me not to do it again. The next day in class, my teacher asked me what my favorite live animal was. I told her it was chicken. She asked me why, so I told her it was because you could make them into fried chicken. She sent me back to the principal's office. He laughed and told me not to do it again. I don't understand. My parents taught me to be honest, but my teacher doesn't like it when I am. Today, my teacher asked us to tell her what famous person we admire most. I told her Colonel Sanders. Guess where I am now?
A woman spent $25,000 on a face procedure to look young, and on her way home, she stopped a random guy and asked, "Excuse me, how old do you think I am?" The guy replied, "About 35. The woman felt really good and said, "I'm actually 47. After that, she went into McDonald's for lunch and asked the cashier the same question. The cashier replied, "You look about 28. The woman felt even better and said, "I am actually 47. She then went to a park and saw an old man sitting alone. Curious, she asked him the same question. The old man replied, "I am 82 years old and my eyesight isn't good. But when I was young, there was a sure way of telling a woman's age. If I can feel your breasts, I will be able to tell your exact age." There was no one around. So the woman said, "What the hell?" and let him slip his hand up her shirt. After feeling around for 5 minutes, the old man said, "Well, you're 47. The woman was stunned and said, "That was brilliant. How did you do that?" The old man replied, "I was behind you in line at McDonald's."
Oh,